So yeah, I have left my job as a community manager at Coffee Stain. For context, you should probably check out the video that we put out on the Coffee Stain channel first, just so you know what's going on. Because in this video, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth as to like why I'm leaving, but also sort of what like my plans are for 2025 and what my plans are for this channel in particular. And one little fun fact is that it's almost exactly 5 years between when I was announced as a community manager for Coffee Stain and now that I announced that I am leaving, because I was announced as a new community manager for Coffee Stain on December 13th. So it's just like a couple of days between. So it's kind of crazy. So why am I leaving? So in the video that we put out on the Coffee Stain channel, I mentioned that I was burned out earlier this year, and that sort of made me want to like reprioritize my life a little bit, and it made me realize a couple of things. But at the root of it all, like one big reason why is because I feel like I'm kind of done with Satisfactory. I feel like, you know, it's a chapter in my life that I'm really proud of, but I also feel like I'm really ready to sort of move on. I've really enjoyed working on it. It's been like the best job I've ever had. And, you know, we've gotten a lot of recognition from like our community, but also from our peers. Like other game developers have told us that like what we're doing is something unique and that we're really good at what we're doing. And I feel really proud of all the work that's been done over the years. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, as of late, working on Satisfactory has started to feel a little bit of a grind. And, you know, I don't want to sound negative about the game or the studio or anything like that, because I don't know, I feel like it's quite natural to feel this way about any game you worked on for so long. Like I worked on this game for around 7 years or something like that. And I'm sure some of you can relate to, you know, playing any game every day for 7 years. Eventually that will sort of feel like a grind, right? All my community management responsibilities were super fun, but you know, whenever I booted up the game, I just felt like a little bit like Sisyphus, you know, pushing his boulder up the hill. I also want to real quick address like me mentioning that I was burned out. Being burned out is not so much the reason as to why I felt like I would want to move on. It's more so like that was sort of the conduit that made me kind of reconsider and you know, think like maybe I should be doing something else. It's gonna sound strange, but being burned out was a little bit of like a spiritual journey almost, and it kind of made me just see things from a different perspective and what am I prioritizing my life on and stuff like that. Being on sick leave was kind of invigorating. I fought against it for a long time, and then I took like 2 weeks completely off, and I just realized like, holy shit, I really needed this. And yeah, I just got a lot of rest, and as I was resting, I got really bored, okay? And being really bored made me feel like I wanted to be creative again. Like if I had so many good ideas and I just like really missed that feeling of want to create again. And it was really that feeling of wanting to create something else that kind of drove me into like, maybe I should pursue something else. I feel like I just kind of needed to better prioritize my work-life balance. It's something that I've always had somewhat of an issue with, I guess, as a community manager, and you know, maybe most community managers do struggle with this because you know, the internet never sleeps, and I just wanted to be available and be helpful, and I really cared for everyone. And having a community such as Satisfactory that is so wholesome and is so supportive, you know, it has its backsides. And that is that I've had this feeling where I just don't want to let anyone down. I have this constant feeling of I just need to do more because they do so much for us. And you know, all this stuff, you know, it is possible to manage and address, and I feel like I did that over the year, but I don't know, I've always wanted to build something of my own for such a long time. What about my dreams? Have you ever had a dream that you had you could, you'll do, you once, you could do so, you'll do, you could, you want them to do you so much that you could do anything? I mean, it's the classic like cliche game developer's dream of like making my game and all that stuff. And you know, knowing what I know from making games for so long, I also know how scary that is, and you know, how much work that is, and it might lead to the old Burnout 2.0, but I'm not doing it to you know, make my dream game. I'm doing this more so to take like a chance on myself. And with 1.0 finished, I mean, this was the perfect time. Like it felt like it's now or never. It's never a perfect time. You just have to take your opportunity. And you know, maybe I'll regret it, but I also felt like if I hadn't done it, I would also have regretted it. So what are my plans? So first and foremost, I want to get back to that feeling of wanting to be creative again. This is my most important personal goal. I want to learn new things. I want to try new things. And the first thing that came to mind is that I really want to pick up this channel again and create videos for it. Like I said in the last video, when I created this channel, I got so much good feedback. I saw a lot of good potential in it. And yeah, I just kind of want to figure out like what I have to offer that people would want to watch. I want to try and upload quite regularly. You know, the channel will still focus on game development and developers and the whole discussion around that. I might rebrand the channel. I haven't quite figured this out yet, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And I want to work on a small game. Okay? Famous last words. We'll see how that goes, I guess. I have a few ideas and options that I'm currently weighing. I don't have one idea, I have many actually. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also want to get back to streaming. I haven't streamed in like 2 years, and you know, I'm also on Twitch. The thing that I would like to do is I would like to do like a full playthrough of Satisfactory. I have never finished that game, and playing it on stream is so incredibly fun. I might need a little break from it before I can do this, but that is something that I really want to do. I also want to freelance and see if that's possible and what I can do. I would really love to be able to help other developers, you know, make their games just as much a success as Satisfactory was. And I also want to hang out with my dog. Being on sick leave really made me reflect on these things. And you know, we only have so much time on this earth, and dogs have even less time on this earth. So I don't know, I just want to enjoy these moments while I can. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'll balance all these things and like to what degree I will pursue all of this, but yeah. I'm still at Coffee Stain for a little bit more, but sometime early in 2025 is when I plan to kick all of this off. So if you have any questions, then just pop them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.